Right, are we live? I think we're live. Yep, we're live. What's happening, everyone? Hey, good news as well. Literally had everything fucking set up. Perfect timing. Got the background sorted. Got the link sent out to the hooligan. But the problem is now waiting for the hooligan. Who's in the chat? Well, strangest man. Holly Stewart in the chat. How you doing? All right, there's in the chat. Yo, yo, yo. The Drew. What do we have here? Dazzling Whites, mate. That's what it is. Jim Beach in the chat. What's happening, mate? Carl Crosby in the chat. Just been up in the war zone in Scotland. Had a good result there, mate. Well done. Let me just double check. Jay's got the link. Big B's in the chat. What's happening, mate? Hope you're good. Seeing you again soon, hopefully, mate. Right, one sec. Just check the hooligan's got the link. He likes being late, doesn't he? Dungeon Master in the chat. How do you, Lean Machine? Looking forward to seeing you over. Knuckles up 3. Yeah, buddy. Looking forward to it now. Just under 3 weeks away. Oh, Engin just went live too. Yeah, man. That's all right, mate. You can go over to Engin's if you want, mate. I don't mind. I will not stop this chat. Whoever's is more boring, ignore. I don't mind. As soon as the hooligan's on here, it won't be boring, trust me. Right now, oh, he's typing. What's he saying? He's probably watching now. All right. Yeah, mate. All right. Hooligan can't come on tonight, so I'm going to have to bore you all. No worries, bro. I'm going to have to bore you all now. Right, just give me a second, people, because I am fucking starving. I'm going to get a Joe and Donna. Who watched East vs West then? I tuned into it. I was having a few problems and that kept cutting off, to be honest, but I got to see a few matches. I got to see the end of Mendigus, Tarasitis versus Makarov. I was surprised, but I weren't surprised at the same time because Makarov's a fucking animal. His hand and wrist is like mega strong as well. Sorry, just multitasking at the minute. I'm a man, so I can't do this. 17. There we go. Oh, where's Joe and Donna? Where is it? Sorry, people, bear with me 1 second. I literally ain't eaten in about, since about 4 o'clock. I'm just stop grafting. It's take me a minute. Donna boxes. Fries and cheese. Let's go with large mixed. Fucking hell, we ended the show last week talking about McDonald's. It's going to be the fucking takeaway show. Should be Tuesday night takeaway, shouldn't it? Remove the pickles. Don't want that shit. Oh. Do I go plain fries, curry fries, flaming fries, or cheesy fries? First answer wins. Just give me an answer quick, please, because I'm fucking starving. Cheesy, that'll do. Lally. Spark Young, that's a new one. Welcome to the show, mate. Welcome to the shit show. Right, do I get some... what have we got for the sides? Spring rolls. Yeah, fuck it, let's get... Oh, shit. Mixed spring rolls, 2 of each. All right, order. Give me 2 seconds, peoples. At least I got the show all fucking sorted out in time. Just not myself. There we go. Done. Right. What's happening in chat? Yeah, Tim Dungeon Master went over to East vs West as well. See him in the crowd there. Oh, Spark Young coming up with Sid to Paul with Jason. Oh, yeah, sweet, man. Yeah, mate. Jason, it was a good session. Tom Mitchell in the chat. What's happening, mate? Not sure if it's been announced yet, but I think Tom Mitchell and Jason Hill are going to be pulling soon. 75 kilo. That's going to be a fucking screamer. Not sure if it's best out of 5, best out of 7. Is it a title match, Tom, or is it a match to go for the title? You know what I mean? It was wild. Got a chance to sit on stage up close. Was mega. Can highly recommend a trip over. Yeah, man. I might be going over there in the near future. Looks like I can't miss out on that. So, show's looking better and better every time. That weren't a fucking bad atmosphere either. All right. I'm fucking hell, these comments are flooding in. It's only 11 in the chat. Was Hooligan, is he watching footy? Yeah, probably, mate. No, he's busy tonight, mate. To be honest, he can't jump on. He was going to jump on, but he told me last minute he can't. So, yeah, it's one of the things. Looks like it was packed in there. Yeah, fucking. There's a few hundred fans that bought tickets to watch there, apparently. He had all the VIPs as well backstage. Looked pretty sick, to be fair. Carl Crosby, good performance in Scotland. Yeah, it was. All right, well, scroll down a little bit. Still don't want to miss any chats tonight because I'm on my own. Dungeon Master missed some great events in the UK though. Motherwell looked awesome, and Brom vs Bristol Raw event. Yeah, I see some matches from that as well. Yeah, man, Armwrestling is fucking blowing up in the UK now. There's a lot of events going on. A lot of events. I've no idea. I've not even been told about it apart from you. Well, I don't know nothing, Tom. I know nothing, mate. Look like it, pal. Wish could have made it. I'm just being nosy, looking at the chat, everyone talking to each other. I'm only getting in and playing for Arm Gods, fucking 8 flying. Yeah, same here, mate. Same here. You probably battered a granny somewhere. You never know, knowing a hooligan. There's about 1,000 people in the room. Fuck me. That's a good arm wrestling show. And that's literally spectators as well, I'm guessing. Obviously, a lot of them be athletes and that, but you're getting 1,000 people traveling to watch a fucking few super matches. That's fucking wicked. It's moving up. Right, I think we're all caught up. Oh. Who's next on the chopping block for you, Tom? Right, so I've got Bex on Yule. Is it Bex on Yule? And Knuckles Up. That's in 2.5 weeks. And he's cutting down to 92 kilo. 92 is the lowest he can cut down to, which is all right for me. I'm going to be lighter again. I'm literally coming in about 85. I'll probably weigh like 87 with all my clothes on and fucking gallon of milk in me again. So, yeah, I feel good at 85 though. 85 is like my natural weight sort of thing. That's where I'm sitting at comfortably, not having to try and put on. It's a struggle trying to get to fucking 87, 88, to be honest. So yeah, this is where I'm comfortable, mate. And my stamina feels good at this weight as well, and I still feel just as strong. I think the body weight helps me more, like with my style, like triangulating and shit. Like I feel like if I put on a fucking weighted vest, that I can move a lot more weight, if you know what I mean. Just like with my style. But yeah, 85 is good enough for me. Stamina feels good, and strength still feels like I would be at like 89, 88, 89, in my opinion. I hit the gym hard yesterday for the first time. This is my first session last night in the gym since Arm Gods. So I've been resting up quite well for Knuckles Up. I've been training flat out this week and all next week, just to get the muscles like active again. Been working flat out as well, obviously hard graft and that helps. But yeah, man, next 10 days or so, I'm going to be training non-stop, fucking maxing out every day, and see what happens. When you're heading up to train with Essex crew at Stackhouse soon, mate. I'm going to be traveling around soon, getting to a few different clubs and that. I want to get some footage in that. Fucking just doing a little tour. Probably going to start it after Knuckles Up, to be honest. Maybe a week after, because I've got Knuckles Up. Then a week after that, I'm putting Hightower in Manchester, left-handed. He's going to be about fucking 242 kilo, imagine. About 9 foot tall. But yeah, that'd be good. Again, that'll be about 86 for him. That'd be good. But after that, mate, probably a week, 2 weeks after that, I'll be starting to do a little tour around, get to a few different clubs and that. That'd be good. Knuckles Up isn't giving easy matches. No, they're not, mate. Not at all. But fuck it. I love this shit. I don't care who they put me against. I'll pull anyone. You know what I mean? When I lose. The way I see it as well, like people fear losing and shit. But if you lose, you're losing to the better man. You're losing to the stronger man, aren't you? The better arm wrestler. Like, that's all you're losing to. You're not losing to someone that's fucking below you. So why do people fear losing? Fucking go in head first. Go get it. That's what I say, mate. But these people aren't unbeatable as well. This is what I think. Like Beck, I think his style is pretty good for me. Can't go off like trading videos and that, but I've seen what he can like put on side pressure inside, and I feel like I could do a lot more, like significant amount more than him. And I feel like people struggle as well with pinning him when he goes into that open like side pressure, lost his wrist, bone locking. I don't think I struggle with that, to be honest. I think I know what to do with him there. And but obviously he's strong. But I'm confident with it. Don't matter how big he is. So right then, what else is here? Yeah, Arm Gods in Wales as well. I'm not sure what's going on there. Not heard anything yet. I'm still going to go there just to watch anyway. I wouldn't mind just fucking enjoying the show again, like last year at Wales. It's good having a little piss up and that with everyone. Just enjoying a bit of arm wrestling rather than actually worrying about competing. Love it. Right, I've got 9 in chat at a minute. Ollie Stewart. Oh, wrong one. How are you feeling about Knuckles Up? Yeah, I feel good. Knuckles Up as well. They do treat you pretty well as well, to be fair. They go over there as soon as you get there. They give you the schedule and everything, like literally as soon as they pick you up. You've got the layout and the whole schedule of the whole time that you're there. There's no faffing about that. You know the timings of the interviews and the photo shoots and all that shit. And yeah, 3 meals a day. You get like an hour and a half open window on each meal, like buffet. It's all good. Be a good after party as well, I imagine. But yeah, actually about arm wrestling though, I'm feeling good. I think I'm feeling good for it. Like I said, I've only trained once yesterday since Arm Gods in Ireland. And I'm feeling very, very fresh, but because I hit it so hard fucking last night, I'm feeling a bit sore. I'm not going to lie. I struggled at work today. But yeah, just got to keep pushing. I've got another 10 days training, and then that'll be it. I'll be ready. Be all good in the hood. You'll smash it, Tom. Yeah, I hope so. Same as Arm Gods in Ireland. Confident but cautious sort of thing. Like, I'm not going in there negative, but I am aware of what he can do. You know what I mean? I've seen him pull people seen him against Bowen. I wouldn't mind pulling Bowen, to be honest, even though he is bigger. I really wouldn't mind pulling him at all. I see a video of him versus Svetlana Kuchevsky, and that's another match I wouldn't mind in the future. If I do beat Beck, maybe I'll get Svetlana. Hopefully. I might call him out next, I don't know. Tom, have you reduced your smoking? Noticed any improvement in general? Yeah, buddy. Hey, I don't fucking smoke at all. Well, vaping, but that's about it. But when the cat's away, the mice will play and all that. Fucking still enjoy a little smoky. If there's people about, I'll have a little smoke, but I don't do it every day now. I'll literally have like 2 tokes on a sneaky one, but then knock my head off. Knock my fucking head off, mate. Yeah, Wales, me and Big B, we're on it, mate. We're going to get some. I'm going to fucking get steaming. But yeah, I've quit smoking now. I feel a lot better for it. But yeah, the odd bit now and then. Don't hurt no one, does it? Don't hurt no one. What's this fucking food saying? I'm fucking Marvin. Anyone don't know what Marvin means? It means Hank Marvin. Starving. All right, about 10, 20 minutes, well, 20 minutes, half hour. It's going to be. It's fucking long. Steaming. All right. Drew, and I heard not all vaping is not equal. Some better quality yet. Yeah, fucking. Well, the 240. Yeah, it's not bad. It's like 4 different flavors as well. So might fucking get a sponsor of these if I advertise it. You know what I mean? Give me some fucking popcorn lung. Yeah, I tried some of them fucking proper vapes out in America though when I was there. Fuck me. They blew my fucking head off. Actually, I had one. I won't say the guy's name, but when I pulled Yanis, I had a little smoke on a vape out there like 4 or 5 hours before, and the guy's like, "Yeah, it's like fucking 90% indica. It's really strong." I was like, "Yeah, fuck it, I'm alright. I'm fucking adapted to it already. Don't worry about me." 6 months later, fuck me, blew my fucking head off. Yeah, that's why I lost the Yanis, because I was so high. That's my excuse. Nah, I'm only joking. Yanis beat me fair and square. He's a monster. But yeah, talking about normal vapes. In Ireland, it's only 600 max. 240 is the best one because it's 4 flavors. Yeah, it is, man. Fucking the one I got on now is fizzy cherry. That's nearly run out though. Then it's strawberry watermelon fusion. Then red apple ice. After that, yeah, I can get them over here. You know, the fucking. I ain't got one yet, but you can get them over here. I know people that do get them. But yeah, I just ain't fucking bothered, to be honest. But I'm going to get one soon. I'm going to try it out. See what it's saying. I don't know if it's actually legal over here. Not sure. Under the counter and all that. So, what was everyone's favourite match apart from the Devon versus Levin? What was everyone's favourite match? Or in East versus West? I fucking enjoyed watching Muratov and Gasparini. Even though it's a bit fucking, it was pretty much one-sided, but mate, where's that fucking Muratov come from? He's a fucking monster. Like, who do you put him against next? Left-handed. Drew said Monster Michael Todd. Yeah, that was a fucking belter as well. That was a screaming match. That was against Lamparelli, I think. I'm not going to lie, I had to watch that match after because that was a match that he cut off. I couldn't watch it live. It was a good card. Yeah, it was, mate. Can't wait for the next one already. I have bought the last couple of pay-per-views for it, to be honest. Misses away as well at the minute, so I've been sat at home bored and thought, fuck it, let's watch some arm wrestling. That was probably the strongest Hermes left hand he has ever been, and it didn't phase him. Not at all. Not at all. It makes me laugh though as well. Don't make me laugh, but fucking obviously they're training hard and shit. But I pulled Muratov in Zloty in 2019, and not fucking bragging or anything, but I'm bragging. Like, I'm the only one that fucking slowed him down a little bit. Like, when I say slowed him down, and that we fucking collided in the middle. Then he started drilling me to the pad, but it took him like 4 or 5 seconds to get me down. Everyone else he just blew through. But he went from that to beating Gasparini like that. Fuck me. He's on some good stuff, isn't he? Kadecha blew through Georgi Svetkov. Yeah, that's another one. Jablonski is a monster. Oh, mate. Jablonski and fucking, what's his name? Sporong. Fucking hell, that Sporong's something special, isn't he? Mate, I did not fucking expect that. He top rolling, no problem, and Georgie was on top rollable. So I mean, mate, it's dangerous to say that you're fucking untouchable in a certain way, isn't it? Because someone will come and crack you. There's always someone bigger and better in a certain way. But there'll be people that Kadecha can't beat that Svetkov can. That's the thing about this sport, isn't it? It's all fucking triangles and that. Talking about triangles and fucking pyramids and shit, that's something that we're going to get on soon. We'll probably get on that on the next show. But I don't know if everyone knows about the fucking debate with, well, it's not really a debate at the minute. Most people are saying about the pyramid thing that Devon made up. I don't know if everyone's heard of it. Saying about moves that count as moves, and then there's a top move, sort of in that count as all. I'm going to say it's short now. I don't agree with that at all. Not one bit. I think it's, if anything, it's more like a circle rather than the pyramid, because there's always a fucking counter for a move. Don't matter who you are. There's always a counter. The pyramid theory is everyone's got their own pyramid. Everyone's got their own the pyramid. That top of the pyramid's the ace. And obviously, there's not a counter for it if you're fucking dominant. But if someone can counter it, it's obviously not at the top of the pyramid, is it? So it's top of the pyramid for you, but not in general. So it's a circle more than anything. But we're going to get into that properly on the next show. Wait for the hooligan to get on next show, then we'll go into that deep. How much was Georgie's ankle affecting him, though? 5% can be night and day at those levels. Yeah, but that's his ankle. Fucking take the weight off, that's more body weight going on his arm. Now, I know what you're saying, though, fucking, if he's injured a little bit, like, don't matter where you're injured, that it will affect it 100%. But Alex came here to our club too. He's a monster when you see him in person. He's a fucking big guy, isn't he? It's deceivingly fucking big. Camera don't do him justice. When you see him in person, he's fucking, yeah, bit of a titan, isn't he? Yeah, that's another one as well. Low level match, but Schoolboy's loss surprised me. It was it's one of the less interesting matches on the card, like lower, yeah, like you said, the lower level cards. But Leonidas as well, fucking hell, he's a bit of a fucking beast, isn't he? Schoolboy's stamina don't seem to be that good. He seems to be burning in the setup. Do you know what I mean? That's not good. Obviously, he's a big guy, and it's bound to happen. But you don't want to be getting in one bit of a battle, even if you win the match, and then be fucked for the rest of it. That's my opinion. And Neil's in the chat. What's happening, mate? Going to be getting up to Birmingham soon. Just talking about it earlier. Going to be doing a little tour. Getting around to a few different clubs. Probably going to do 2 clubs a day. Do it over a couple of weeks, like every day, 2 clubs a day, a couple of weeks. Get all around the UK, including Ireland as well. So it's going to be good, mate. I predicted he would lose due to endurance. School bus. Is that what he's called now? School bus. School bus had issues if he can't top roll, and then endurance suffers like versus Cali. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, hit nail on the head, mate. If he can't top roll, he's not really got too much. Obviously, he's fucking strong, isn't he? Like, I don't know how he fares against other people inside and that, but from what I've seen, he don't like going to the hook, and top roll is the easier way. Not the easier way, but you're going to save your energy a lot more top rolling. Who else is in there? It'll take someone as big as Levin or like Alex or Vitaly to beat him. Yeah, man, I agree. Oh, what's this one? Rock, paper, scissors. It is. It literally is, mate. Someone, again, I'm not going to name who it is, but there was a comment on YouTube a couple of weeks ago. Someone commented saying, because Mindargus and Coach Ray done a little podcast, I think it's like 2 years ago, something like that. I was watching it again, and there's a comment on there saying, oh yeah, I believe in the pyramid scheme, in the pyramid theory. And then he started to go on about, because of, it's an interesting point, because he said, yeah, if you go for a flop press and it don't work, that how do you can't transition from a flop press. And I was basically like, no, yeah, you can. There is ways that you still can transition. It's like pool, basically. A good pool player, like you get the pub pool players and that, or the pissheads or whatever, say they're focusing on one shot at a time, and that's what a flop wrist presser is. A lot of flop wrist pressers are. They focus on that one shot and they commit and they hope that pots. If it don't pot, they set the other person up for the next shot. Do you know what I mean? And they can't get away from it. Then they're getting fucking cleared up off the table. Good night. But a good pool player will be playing for his next shot. He'll be thinking, right, if I pot that ball, I can line myself up for that one. Next shot. So if I do this move and it don't work, I'll line myself up for this next move, just in case it can land here. And same way as if it misses, I'm going to make sure that guy's snookered so he can't get anywhere, worst case. If my move don't work, at least I know I'm going to stay in a good place and not be fucked. If that makes sense. So, like I say, I'm going to go really deep into this on the next show. So everyone wants to tune into the next one, 100%. I've been writing a lot of shit down about it. And that's how I know 100% there is counters for every single move. Like, it don't matter what it is, who you are. Which is why I think I have a lot of success against the bigger guys and that. And I have beaten some people that really I've got no right beating. It's not because I'm overpowering them. It's because I'm playing them at pool, effectively. Nice to see you soon, stud. Yeah, man, looking forward to it. Rory Newbold's in the chat. How you doing, mate? Hope you're getting back training soon, mate. Armwrestling's getting big now. Good to see you back into it. Tom, when's your match on Knuckles Up and how are you feeling for it? Yeah, man, it's 2.5 weeks, 11th of May. And yeah, feeling really good. Obviously, I'm going to be outweighed by probably about a stone again. But yeah, I can't wait for it. I'm feeling right now. I'm feeling like shit because I trained last night. I trained hard. I said to her, yeah, I'll go down to the gym for an hour by myself, and 2.5 hours later, fucking pushing it to the max the whole time through. Load up with pre-workout and shit. And oh yeah, I'm suffering today badly. I'm about 85 kilo. Beck's coming in about 92. And he's cutting down though, so he's probably going to be about 94, 95 by the time we pull. Might be like an 8-9 kilo difference by the time we pull. So yeah, looking forward to that. Again, I'm looking at Beck. I'm not thinking about overpowering. First round, I'm going to go inside with him 100%. We're just sinking in 100%. Oh, he's strong. I want to beat him where he's strong. Do you know what I mean? But worst case, if I can't, I've got a plan B, plan C, plan D. Like, I know there's a few things I can do to him. I've worked him out already. I've not even pulled him. And like I said, I've been watching matches with people that are pulling him, that are struggling with him, and I'm looking at it thinking, why? Like, why don't you just do this, do this? Easier said than done. But we're going to put it to the test. I think, with all due respect, I think I'm going to make pretty light work of it. Like I said, confident but cautious. I know what he's capable of. I know what he can do. I know where he's strong, but I can also see holes in his game. And especially if I get in a position where I'm taking his wrist, then my opinion is good night. Good night, Vienna. There's not many people that hang in the match with me if they've got a flop wrist. Like, in my opinion, I feel like I can finish a match pretty quick. I've got control of someone's hand. Don't matter if the king's move or whatever. And that's with a lot of people as well. Tom the Table Shark Holland. Yeah, I just, I don't know. I'm always trying to find holes in people's games. You know what I mean? That's the way to beat people. Why go the hard way when, if there is a gap, isolate the gap. That's what I say, mate. Just make life easier. Why struggle? Sort of thing. But then again, I have got that head on me where I'm stubborn and I do want to beat someone where they're strong. Happens in super matches all the time where I'll beat someone first round, like I'll top roll them. Then I'll decide to go in the hook. If I can't beat him in the hook, I'll go again in the hook. If I can't do it, I'll go again. And then before it's too late, I'll be like, right, fucking hell, I ain't got a choice now. I've got to go back to that. I just love getting in battles and that, but I do like winning as well. Good man, we're all with you, mate. Yeah, nice one, mate. I think it's popped that up already. Where is this fucking food? Starving. I can't let Beck be too fucking heavy for me. Right, it's on its way. 9 minutes away. It's good. Right, so let's get on to, let's talk about Devon and Leven. What did everyone think about that? Oh, Phil Woody's in the chat. How's it going, mate? Thumbs up, troop. Yeah, if everyone just give it a like, it will help quite a lot. I don't know how, but it will help. So many appreciations if all the peoples can do that. Yeah, so Devon and Leven. What's everyone's opinions of that? I'm not going to lie, as soon as that fucking first round, as soon as that first start happened, I was literally like, holy shit, it's on. I thought that was it. I thought Devon's got it. And then after that, it surprised me. Leven really surprised me. Because Because it weren't just a strength thing that Levin went through him. It weren't just a strength thing. Levin adjusted like very well. Very, very well. And if anything, in my opinion, Devon just kept trying to do the same thing. And Levin just kept to the same thing after that. Scott Barrett in the chat. Hi, Tom. How's it going, mate? Again, Scott, I know Swindon's only local, and I've got no fucking excuse apart from being flat out busy and tired from not being there, but I am going to get up there on Sunday. I need to train with Minda and the rest of you guys. I need to feel your left hand as well, Scott. It's looking strong, mate. Devon got spanked well and truly. But that first round, Devon had him. Devon had something on that first round there. I'm telling you now, fucking. But yeah, it's like I said as well. Levin adjusted very well. And if you look at a podcast that me and the Hooligan done a few weeks ago, we're actually talking about it and scenario what I thought Devon actually needed to do. I was comparing it to what Ermey's done to Levin. And it pretty much went, when Devon got the dominance, he pretty much done exactly what I thought he was going to do, what he needed to do. And the problem with Levin was, like, Devon pulled right out, like low wrist, pulled out against his pinky, kept Levin flat wristed, but he also kept the pressure pulling down on Levin's top knuckle. So Levin couldn't get no sort of post, no sort of crank. And that's why he went to a flop wrist press. Because he got kept straight wristed, flat wristed, and he had no knuckle height. Devon literally had all his body weight pulling down and back against him there and made Levin go in the same position. After that, all Levin was doing was just posting up more. Like, if Levin's gripping low on Devon and Devon's pulling against his pinky, Devon's going to pull his little pinky open, if you know what I mean. Let's do it from this way. So he's going to pull his pinky open there, keep him flat wristed. So then Levin is just set up like this. Devon's pulling under it. He's got no pinky to pull against. Do you know what I mean? Then Levin just fucking cupped, punch across. Every single round after that, Levin was just keeping the height and just punched over while Devon was dropping low. And yeah, I was really impressed with Levin doing that. He made it just look so easy after that. But if he didn't adjust, that could have been a whole lot different. Whole lot different. So like I said, Levin maintained the knuckle height, made sure his top knuckle didn't get dominated, and he scooped his hand up so much. Like, if he's gripping there and Devon's pulling away, he's going to open up his pinky, open up his hand out and keep him flat wristed. But because Levin was scooped up, all Levin done there was straight over. Just wait for Devon to drop and then straight over. Yeah. And I don't know if Devon could have actually done anything against that if he did adjust. Here's one. Who can contend with 11 in the next few years? Oh, 1 second. That is my fucking takeaway. How you doing, mate? You all right? Nice one. Cheers. Oh, German Donna, boys. German Donna. Lovely stuff. Right. Who can contend with 11 in the next year? Next few years. It's a tricky one. Everyone was talking about Vitaly being the next one. But Vitaly, I'm not sure about. It's a really, really tricky one, to be honest. I really don't know. It's almost like you got that bunch of top guys there. Like, there's a whole bunch of top guys that have nearly got the potential, that have got potential to beat Levin, but just aren't quite there. And then you've got Levin, who's literally just on his own plateau. It's going to take someone else. It's not someone who we think. It's going to take someone else to grow and come up. Possibly. Maybe it will take a flop wrist presser. Might be a flop wrist presser to do it. But it will have to be, like I said, judging by how Levin adjusted to Devon. Levin adjusted with a high knuckle, so his knuckle couldn't get dominated. If you put a flop wrist presser against him, like a super heavyweight flop wrist presser, who's not pressing towards him, but pressing towards them, someone like that is the guy to beat Levin. And that could happen now. There's probably people out there that could do it now if they do the right thing with him. But it's all about pulling Levin's knuckle down and keeping his pinky out, keeping him flat-wristed. That's the way to beat Levin. Vitali's got too much of a long forearm to do that. He can dominate the height, but I don't think he can get enough wrist crank, enough back pressure, enough strength into Levin's hand to do that. Like I said, it's finding someone with a flop wrist press with a strong hand at the same time. Because a lot of flop wrist pressers don't rely on the hand as such. They just rely on the triangulation of the body. So that is a good question. I don't think the guy's about yet, but I think the guy's coming. And I think I'll put money on it. That is the way that Levin's going to lose. He's going to lose to a flop wrist presser. That's flop wrist pressing, dragging towards him, triangulating, folding in at the back of the pad, not coming forward towards him, because that's a bad move. You need to extend Levin, dominate his hand, keep him flat wristed, dominate his knuckle, and just drag him down in the most basic way, in the most rigid and basic way. You go anywhere towards him, you're fucked. You try and pull against the bottom of his hand, and he don't want to hold on. But that's what I'll do. I'm not comparing myself to Levin or anything, but what I do, if someone's trying to sock roll me, why am I going to try and hold on to their wrist when I could just post up and give them nothing to top roll? If they're trying to top roll you with a low wrist, they're obviously trying to open up your pinky. So if you post up, how are they going to open up your pinky if they're in a pinky to open? You're not going to get weakened then, are they? Their move's going to be pointless. They're going to do it and get nowhere. It's going to take a special sort of someone to beat Levin. But Levin's getting to the point now where it's thin air where he is. And where people will catch up with him. Because he's not going to have the motivation, but he don't need to get any stronger than what he is now. Like, he's reached the physical peak, like the top of the game in arm wrestling. And until someone comes knocking on his door, he might be able to gain some more power. But then, how much is left on his lifeline? You know what I mean? Let's open this. Get this question. Back in WAL days, Levin would have been in trouble for sure. Kings drained him bad first round like Chafee did. I also thought first round was shoulder cross centre foul by Levin. Yeah. I think it was a harsh call saying that Devon's shoulder dropped below the pad. I think that was a very harsh call. Because it's fucking borderline. It was borderline. If that match went on, if that round went on another 10, 20 seconds, something like that. Obviously, Devon was in a lot of shit. But say, for instance, it did go on longer. That could have changed the whole fucking lot as well. 100% that could have changed a lot. Sorry, people, I'm going to be eating at the same time as this. Sergej Mayer. What are you on about? They never called shouldering. Wow. Stop it. Kadecha is the only guy. Clearly not. Sorry, mate, but nah. Not at all. Not at all. I don't agree with that. He's clearly not the only guy. He's got the potential to do it, but he's not the only guy. I think Levin's on his own level at the minute until someone does the right thing against him with the right power in the right places and the right direction. But there's no one that's tweaked up enough in that style to beat Levin yet, I don't think. I don't think so anyway. Might be proved wrong. 50 kg wrist curls today. You see me on this account, Tom. Yeah, Fox, I see you, mate. How you doing, bud? Dennis versus Hermes, great match. Winner takes on Levin later this year. Yeah, I'll say Hermes with that win. Dennis is freaking nature. Like, he's a strong guy. But too basic. Too basic for Hermes. Definitely too basic for Levin. Hermes has the potential to do it, but he needs to get bigger. And it's not just top rolling with Levin that you need to do. You need to extend his hand from his shoulder. Like I said, it's a very... I'm making it sound easy. It's a very basic move that needs to be done against Levin. Literally, it's purely keeping him flat-wristed and extending his knuckle, bringing his top knuckle towards you and across. And if you finish it off with a flop wrist press from there, that is what will beat Levin. I guarantee it. That will beat Levin. Kamil Jablonski. That's not a bad shout. Again, I think Kamil very much presses across, which I don't think suits Levin, which I don't think will be good for Levin. I think Levin will probably be able to deal with that. He's just got too much body weight, and Levin's got the potential to stop that press before it even starts. If he gets the arm to arm, Camille's press is effective because if he can get his hand under their hand. But if Levin sets up so far forward that it's arm to arm, wrist to wrist almost, like on the setup, posting up, wrist forward, dunk towards the opponent, I don't know if Camille will be able to, or a flop wrist presser will be able to come forward against it. They'll just be running into his arm. I was stood directly behind Devon when it went down. It was for sure a downward arm angle. Yeah, exactly, mate. Exactly that. Finally, yes, I'm in. Yeah, I've been seeing you in the chats lately, Fox. Like, I think you've been thinking that you've been blocked or something. Not from this, but in other channels as well. But I've been able to see you. Dan John in the chat. What's happening, mate? So yeah, that's my opinion of Levin. Anyway, the guy that's going to beat Levin ain't about yet, or if he is, he ain't ready. Here's a good one. Question is, did Devon's shoulder decline first, or Levin went past middle of the table? That's a good question. And it's not a question I can answer because I actually don't know. Again, if both guys committed it, why stop the match? Let them pull. If Devon wants to drop that low at the same time as Levin is bringing his shoulder that far over and it still didn't get a result, let the match go. I really think who's the biggest guy that's got the strongest hand, minus Levin? Who's got really, really strong hand and wrist and fingers? I say wrist. You need strong. If you've got strong fingers, you've got a strong hand, you've got a strong wrist. Like all the strength for your arm comes from your hand. Like if you tense your arm, you got to tense your hand. Do you know what I mean? You can't tense your arm properly without tensing your hand up. You probably can if you can, but you have a point. Here we go. Claymore's in the chat. What's happening, mate? Claymore's got a match with Dean Bolt coming up in July. Arm Gods. I think it's July Arm Gods. That's going to be a fucking screamer. Make sure you're tuning for that. The strength in my arm comes from my ancestor, actually. Yeah, mine too. Mine too. Vitaly. Right. So that makes it a bit difficult because of, like I said, it's got to be someone that's, in my opinion, it's got to be someone that's got like a medium-sized arm, probably the same size arm as Levin's, but not longer than Levin's. Because it needs to be that dragging back flop wrist power. If Vitaly can develop a flop wrist press at the same time as a lat drag, like towards him and folding over, that would be the way to beat Levin, and he would be the guy. But Vitaly's a top roller, hasn't got too much of a press. He's got a lot of power dragging down, even with the flat wrist, broken back down wrist, like we've seen him against Chafee. He's got a lot of power like that, and his hand is really strong thinking about that. See him on the grip stuff as well. But that's with his body low. If he can do that same transition, that same movement with his arm and his hand, position everything, and keep his body triangulated above it in a pressing motion, so his body weight's backing it all up, that's probably the way to beat Levin, and that's probably the guy. Thinking about it. What's everyone else's opinion, though? Who else? Is there anyone else anyone else got any ideas? Is there any like top names that could have the potential to beat Devon? That could potential to beat Levin? No, we're not talking in the now. Let's talk about like potential in their style, in their moves, if they build more power, or if they get a bit more table savvy. Say by next year. Who do you lot think would be the man to beat Levin next year? Tom, if you were Levin's weight, are you hitting him with a top roll though? I say Hermes first Levin. Right, if I'm pulling Levin, right, let's not forget as well, after that match with Devon, we know that Levin can adjust. Right, don't want to fucking get this white t-shirt stained. We know Levin can adjust, and he's not just a fucking big old brute. He's a good arm wrestler, and he knows what he's doing. It's all about, with Levin, if I was Levin's weight, I'd literally be wrestling how I wrestle now. in all honesty. Because don't forget, there's not many people that are 11's weight. If there was people that if Levin went against someone that is his home weight as well, these guys, if these top guys were Levin's weight, same weight, the matches would be a lot closer. They would. Even with their styles that they got. But we've got to remember he's like on another, he's on his own playing field with the weight. But it's like I said, that would be the way to beat. I think that is the way that Levin is going to lose, with that flop wrist dragging press towards his opponent, extending him away from his arm, keeping his knuckle dropped. Yeah, it would be pretty much beating him to the height. It's literally, yeah, it honestly is just keeping him flat wristed, pulling his knuckle down, and dragging back as far as possible with your body weight triangulated over it. That is the way. Whether you keep your wrist or not, that's the way to beat Levin. That's the way Levin is going to lose, like his next match, I guarantee. And that's his only vulnerability that we can see so far. Even look at training videos with him and Irakli. When Irakli's giving him a battle, obviously that's training and they're tired. Regardless, though, that's still the way that Irakli is getting him, making him struggle. That's still the way that he's attacking him. You watch them videos, you'll see what I mean. Irakli is putting Levin under pressure. Like I said, when he's tired, but he's putting him under pressure, attacking his hand in that exact way, still dropping his body as well, but the direction and everything is exactly how I'm saying. Yeah, Kennedy's not a bad shout, actually. Who's this now? So, Emelian Hung. Certainly, mate. One contender may be the Russian guy who torn his bicep lifting 50 kilo. He is close to Levin's weight. I think otherwise it may be like you said, Tom, that all of them other top heavyweights have potential. Yeah, who's that guy, Emilio? I don't think I've seen that guy. I'll probably know him soon as you say, but tore his bicep lifting 50 kilo. Is Irakli just super strong now, or did he have him figured out? Well, put it this way. This is what I mean about being more of a technical move rather than a strength move. People are trying to get strong enough for Levin, and it's just going to show that he's smart and smart again. It's taking someone who trains with him day in, day out to be able to isolate his weaknesses and make him look like he's struggling. Someone like Irakli, who's pulling Sasho, and it's a whole nother level. But he's still doing it. He's still, like I said, this is, of course, as well after a big training session when Levin's probably fucked. But he knows him inside out. He knows exactly them tiny little bits to do, when to put the pressure on, how much pressure to put on in certain angles, when to counter what Levin's doing. It's all about knowing your opponent, like I've always said as well. And who knows you better than your training partners? Irakli's half his size. He's still fucking putting him under pressure in training. Competition level murder him. Do you know what I mean? But there's a thing with people that when they're training with their teammates, the bit that when you're allowing your teammate to do something, naturally it's your weakest point that you're allowing them to get. Naturally, it just happens. If not, then you're not training properly. I say Hermes because his rise in recent times has been wild. Hermes could be the guy. He could be the guy. But I think Hermes needs to get that position from centre rather than at the base of the pad. We'll have to wait until one guy stands out among the heavyweights. That's it. Because at the minute, it's literally a game of check. This is what I mean. Like, it's a game of pool, rock paper scissors with all them heavyweights minus 11. Minus 11. 11's on his own playing field at the minute. He's in his own court. There's no one can match him at the minute because no one's doing the right thing with him. There's people that do have potential to do something with him, but they're just not doing the right thing. Most people think stronger, when it's really not about that. Ask Irakli. It's not about getting stronger. Obviously, Irakli's getting a fucking shitload stronger, but his strength is nowhere near 11. Nowhere near. Not even close. Maybe on the weights, but on the table with the body weight activated, no. But if the body weight can't be activated, which Irakli is taken away from Levin, that's where it becomes an even playing field. Devin against Levin. Levin was waiting for Devin to drop all his body weight before he even done anything. He's waiting for Devin to open his own arm up, and then he attacked. Levin was not fighting no body weight after that first round. Do you know what I mean? It's like when you're facing this top roller against a hooker. If you're trying to run away from a hook, sometimes that's the fucking worst thing you can do because you're opening your own arm up against all that body weight plowing down on your arm. If top roll works, great, but if it don't work, you're fucked. And even if it does work, you got to top roll with side pressure to maintain that side pressure coming from the hook. Rock, paper, scissors. It's a circle. It's not the pyramid. It's a circle. I'm thinking Sasho losing like that. He's not 100% no slide to Irakli. Yeah, you never know. Again, it could be a technical thing. It could just be a technical thing because don't forget they pulled in the past. And I think last time Sasho beat him. But these Georgians are smart. One adjustment is all it takes. It's a basic match, but one good example that keeps popping into my head is Tyrion versus Bradford in Armed Gods Canada. So they had a super match. This is within one round. It changed. First round, Tyrion dominated Bradford. Dominated his hand and wrist just looked ridiculous. I was like, oh my fucking God. It's over. It is over. Do you know what I mean? Too much for Bradford. And then the next fucking 3 or 4 rounds, Bradford, no disrespect, Bradford spanked him like differently, like a baby. Literally. Talk about babies. John Tyrion did have a baby that night, but it's not like he didn't have the baby on that first round when he beat him. Do you know what I mean? The slightest adjustment can make you look 100 times stronger and make your opponent look 100 times weaker. What happens when Devon retires? Are there more Devon fans out there rather than Armwrestling fans? Nah, I don't think there is now. There's a lot of people that are Devon fans, obviously, but Armwrestling is becoming its own thing now. Devon's brought a lot of eyes to the sport, but then people aren't loyal to Devon now. Like, it's not one of them ones where if Devon retires, they won't watch Armwrestling anymore. Armwrestling is one of them things. When you get into it, you're into it. Very few people get out of it again. Even if they're out of it, they don't lose interest. Just life takes over sometimes. But I don't think Devon is the main attraction of Armwrestling now. He's the face of it in a way. he's bringing a lot of new faces into the sport, a lot of new viewers into the sport. But when they're in, they're exploring, they're loving the sport. In Georgia, they're all really good at two things: arm wrestling and drifting. Sasha said in his interview before match that he isn't in his best shape ever. Irakli was. Yeah, that's probably true. That is probably true. But the way it went, I don't think it would have made much of a difference. And it's the way that Irakli pulled. You watch the way Irakli pulled him compared to the last time that they pulled each other. There's a difference in style. Sasho's doing the same thing as he always does. Irakli adapted and remembered last time, and he changed. Like that, just some slight little tweaks on the hand and wrist, and the direction of the hit. Even down to how much pressure he's keeping on for the amount of time. He's not hitting and releasing, release as much. Do you know what I mean? There's a lot of adjustments there from the last time they pulled, in my opinion. But obviously, it can make the biggest difference. If someone is not 100%, you truly don't know. You really don't know. Maybe it could be different. But I think just their styles in general, I think Irakli's going to rise higher than Sasho because of Sasho's limited to what styles he can pull against certain people, whereas Irakli's got more of an open book that he can explore, especially as he's putting the weight on more and more. Oh, that makes sense, Bird. You and David Armgods was an amazing match. Yeah, again, like I felt really good in the matches that I beat him, and the matches I didn't beat him, he took all my power away. And that was literally a fucking. How'd it go? I can't remember how it went. I think it went 1-0 to me, then 1-1, and then 3-1 to me, and then 3-3, and then I won the last round. Just adjustments through the whole thing. It's getting cold, this is. I'd imagine giving Brian's age a business interest in his own strongman comps that he wouldn't commit fully enough to be good enough in the next 5 years. Yeah, that's the thing. He's making a lot of he's making money in other ways, and he's one of them. He likes the sport, and he wants to get into it. But would it hinder his life career if he fully committed to arm wrestling? Sure, he could probably do some serious damage and make some serious waves. But is he going to do that? Is he going to put in that much commitment to it? Because you put in that much commitment to be there, you've got to sacrifice a lot. It takes someone like Brian Shaw with his genetics and his power and his mentality, but that hasn't got as much of a responsibility in other backgrounds. Can't believe nobody suggested Bowen versus Levin. Hey, that's coming. 100% you know that's coming. Bowen's lifts. He's he's getting there. Won't be long for him versus Levin. Maybe next year. If Ryan can get to at least 220 kilo, then it might be a match. Always fun time when Tom pulls. Yeah, mate. Fucking, I love it. I love it. I'd love to see Brian put Armwrestling as a side card at his events. That'd be good. Again, it'll bring a lot more eyes into it. Tom, you would spank Brian Shaw. 100%. 100% I would. Because if you don't know what he's doing, it's impossible. It's just like if you ask a brand new guy out the pub to arm wrestle like a pro, it'll be just as hard for a pro to wrestle like a real novice that's never done it before. Do you know what I mean? If I did wrestle like a pure novice against him, he'd murder me. Absolutely murder me. Not absolutely murder me because I've got strength in the right place, isn't it now? But you have a point. It'd just be a slight bit of manipulation, and he wouldn't be able to access any power. It's like when you go to pick something up, you got to have a good grip of it. If he hasn't got a good grip of my hand, he's not going to be able to activate all that power. If he's not in the right position, he's not going to be able to activate all the power. And he won't be able to start putting the power down if you manipulate it. That's what arm wrestling is, mate. And I'm fucking hell, 1 hour, 12 minutes. Been flowing. Had a constant load of people in here. Thanks for staying tuned, everyone. All right. Last year, Carlingford lads in the pub wanted to pull Wolf. He goes, I'm not an arm wrestler. He is, so I end up pulling them. What was it? We was in the fucking in Ireland, last one. We was in the pub and that getting smashed. Like night before the competition, as we do, Arm Gods. And that young guy from Birmingham, he was fucking, the young guy from Birmingham, fucking big lad. He was pulling a lot of people. Ashley Hamsworth, for fuck's sake. That is a fucking nightmare of a guy to keep an eye on when you're out. He will fucking arm wrestle everyone all night, and he's pulling the next day. He's a fucking, I fucking love him, but mate, he's a fucking nutter. Absolute fucking nutter when we're out. That's it. Morgan from Birmingham. We're literally out in the garden in the smoking area. Just fucking random guys. Ashley's pulling all of them. Ashley must have pulled out fucking 200 matches that night. Pissed out his head. They done the competition next day, still pissed. That is no fucking joke. Gonna jump off this in like 5 minutes, guys. Been on for an hour and 15 already. It's been quite a long show, but it's been decent. I think we had quite a good chat. Talked about East vs West quite a lot. Anything else anyone wants to talk about before we jump off? Gonna give it another 5 minutes. Fuck me, that coffee is freezing cold. Fuck that. When's your last training session before Knuckles Up 3, bud? It's going to be not this Saturday coming up, next Saturday or Sunday. I'll just have like 4 days rest. I've got to tell the guys at work, give me an easy week. Okay, no, my luck. For some reason, we do mainly flat roofs in that work. like either felt roofs or GRP fiberglass. The odd bit of tiling here and there where we've got to bump up fucking 5 pallets in a day. Sometimes by myself. It's always sod's law. I've always got to bump up the fucking 5 pallets a couple of days before competition. So there's no such thing. There's rarely a time that I'm actually 100% like rested and fresh. Unless I take the week off work, which ain't going to happen because I need to fucking pay bills and that. But yeah, it'll be not this Sunday, next Sunday. But I was going to go gym after this, but fuck that. I'm going to go tomorrow instead. Need to rest today. Good session. See you at COA or Essex soon. Yeah, mate, 100%. I messaged Dom a couple of days ago. We're going to get it sorted, mate. Like I said, it'll most probably be just after Knuckles Up. And I'm going to be doing the tour, UK tour, getting around to all different clubs. I'm going to try and squeeze all the clubs in within a couple of weeks, every day, within a couple of weeks. That will be the mission. I need everyone to rip my fucking arms off. Ended up getting 6th place both arms. Yeah, that was good, man. Fucking... That was your first tournament as well, wasn't it, Fox? Coffee at midnight. Well, yeah, it's 10:38. It was 9 o'clock. It was 9:15 when I had it. And now, like, no surprise that it's fucking freezing cold. But yeah, I love coffee. Love it. It will not stop me sleeping. No way. No way. Handball stairs is worse than climbing Everest. Yeah, first time, mate. Standard. Lean, mean, touring machine. Yes, mate. Could be the name for the show. Obviously, making some videos and that for it. Yeah, it's going to be good, man. I'm looking forward to that. After try and plan it out, sort of thing. Get on the map. Pinpoint all the clubs on the map and then work out what ones are on the way to where. I'll be staying at different places. And I'll probably book hotels on the way and that. Do you know what, Fox? I fucking agree with you right there, mate. Right, Tom, fuck off, it's bedtime. Right, on that note, Fox has told me, so I am going to fuck off because it's bedtime. Guys, thanks a lot for tuning in. Really appreciate you all sticking in. It's been a pretty good show, I think, even though I've been on my own and that. I've had all you to talk to about some good subjects. Next week, we're going to be talking about the pyramid versus circle. And need you all to get on that. Need all your opinions as we're going through it. It's probably going to be like an hour and a half show, 2 hour show, knowing that. We're going to be going in deep to that one. So, yeah. Everyone, thanks for tuning in. And we'll see you next Tuesday.